Comedy used to be a space where anything could be said, a world of no holds barred, where comics pushed boundaries and audiences laughed till they cried. But these days, something's changed. Now, comedians are facing a new breed of audience members, the woke hecklers, who show up to enforce their own rules, ready to shut down any joke they deem offensive. It's a battle of wills, and the stakes are high. So, what happens when a comedian decides to fight back and turn the tables on those trying to control the show?
It always, like, you know, the initial thing, you agree with it, and then it kind of gets out of control. So, I don't know. They kind of ran out of people, and there was this kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel, like, dead people. Remember that? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, John Wayne was trending. I'm like, what, they got some found footage? You got a new movie coming out that maybe they shelved? And all of a sudden, it was all these stupid-ass woke white people, right? Oh my God, did you see what John Wayne said in Playboy in 1971?
Comedy has been one of the last bastions of free expression. It's where people could go to escape the mundane, to laugh at life's absurdities, and often to confront uncomfortable truths. For decades, comedians have been brave souls willing to push boundaries, using their wit to question societal norms and poke fun at everyone and everything. Nothing was off limits, and the point was often to make people squirm a bit, to get them to think, laugh, and sometimes even question their own beliefs. That was the beauty of comedy, its raw honesty, its ability to expose the darker sides of society and still make us laugh.
Hey, if you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. That's what the audience sounds like to me. Because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my fucking...
But something's changed. With the rise of woke culture, comedy clubs are no longer the freewheeling playgrounds they once were. Nowadays, there's a new type of audience member, the woke heckler. These folks aren't showing up to laugh, they're showing up to regulate. Instead of coming in with an open mind, ready to enjoy whatever a comedian might throw at them, they arrive armed with a list of do's and don'ts ready to be offended. They're primed to pick apart every word, hunting for anything that might trigger them or, even worse, offend their sensibilities.
What am I doing? I'm doing this is called stand-up comedy. That's what I'm doing.
Whatever moaning you're doing is...
Moaning. Moaning. No, these are jokes. It's not moaning. You're a piece of shit, aren't you? You're a piece of shit. Isn't it? Fuck's it got to do with you? Fucking rude gal bumps in.
No, man, I will shank you up if you get rid of them.
Listen, what? Yeah? Well, let me deal with this. Wait a minute. I've got some shit going on in right now, bruv. And now my man wants a casual chat all of a sudden. You call me at the worst times. Isn't it? You know when you're busy, you're taking a shit, and then he'll phone you up. You phone him back, he's not available. You get in the shower, your phone rings again, it's him again. I'm sorry about my moaning tonight.
We love you, man.
You love him? Thanks, I love you too, man. My moaning hasn't gone down well with the young drunk women. My I'm available now, man. What do you want to say?
What happened? I get to the college, and the student advisor is the lady in charge. She goes, just so you know, we did not have a good experience with our last comedian, and we want to make sure that you understand this is the student safe space. We don't want to trigger them. So all we ask is you don't talk about race, religion, politics, gender, sexuality, and don't make direct eye contact with them. Other than that, say whatever you want. We're really big into freedom of speech on this campus.
This shift in expectations has transformed the comedy landscape. Audiences today are more likely to demand safe and sanitized humor that aligns with their personal beliefs. They want comedians to tiptoe around controversial subjects, to self-censor, and to deliver jokes that are palatable to everyone. The idea of comedy as an art form that challenges and provokes is getting buried under an avalanche of political correctness. The pressure to appease this crowd is immense, and for many comedians, it's a battle to stay true to their craft without succumbing to the demands of the new breed of audience members.
I don't care, you trying to like laugh at that shit.
How dare I at a comedy club? She came here for a TED Talk.
Everybody knows you go to the basement for political opinion. I don't even know what he's saying, but it's just, shit sounds tense.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, goddammit. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight.
Woke hecklers aren't just your run-of-the-mill comedy goers. They're often younger, fiercely tied to progressive ideas, and have a sense of entitlement that drives them to police the narrative. They're the ones who show up not to enjoy the show, but to dictate what can and can't be said on stage. In their minds, they have the moral high ground, and with that, they believe that they have the right to shut down any comedian who dares to cross the line. They might not even be regular comedy fans. They're more like activists on a mission to cleanse comedy of anything they deem inappropriate.
You're not smart. I don't think you're smart. I don't think you're smart. If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. But I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor. No, I'm being serious. No. I don't think your brain is made for humor. Like, and you're probably really good at other things, but your brain, I don't think is made for it. I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh, but if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it. It's not everybody. I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights.
Fuck you, bro. I was so fucking nice. I was professional. I kept this whole crowd from murdering you. And now I'm a dick because I asked her to leave by asking her several times. Oh my God. I am so sorry, guys. I hope you guys are still having a fucking...
Their tactics are relentless. These hecklers interrupt performances with loud objections, trying to shame the comedian into submission. You'll often see them stand up mid-set, screaming at the comic to take back a joke, or even more dramatically, storming out while making a scene. Some of them aren't content with just disrupting the show. They'll try to incite others to join in, calling out anyone who dares to laugh, as if laughter itself is an act of complicity. They demand apologies and retractions on the spot, sometimes even trying to guilt-trip the comedian into compliance with the threat of social media backlash hanging in the air.
I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. I gotta say, no, you've got to say, you found it offensive. Because it's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there's loads of types of comedy, and comedy evolves, you know. There's a new type of comedy at the moment called woke comedy, right? No, it's very progressive, you know. There are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or he won't say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space for the audience, woke comedy. And I tried to watch a bit of it, and I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate.
But the most annoying one I get is when I've set up a joke, just about to do the punchline, and someone goes, invariably it's the same thing, it's always, where's Alan? Where's Alan? He's at your house fucking your dad. I think we all knew, including him, I think we all knew that was a trap. One brave soul over there said no. I'm taking one for the team. Or rather, your dad is.
The impact on the show can be massive. A single woke heckler can derail an entire performance, turning what was supposed to be a night of laughter into a tense confrontation. Instead of rolling with the punches, the comedian is forced to either shut down or engage in a back and forth that strips away any chance of maintaining the flow. Other audience members who may have come to simply enjoy the show are suddenly caught in the crossfire. They're uncomfortable, the energy in the room plummets, and what was meant to be an evening of entertainment becomes a battleground of competing ideologies. The heckler wins if they manage to silence the comic, but for everyone else, the show is over.
And oh, okay. I knew that was going to come out. I had a feeling. Okay. Let's address this first because I can't just leave this. No, you were heckling. Yes. Listen, I'm going to stop. I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay. And I want you to feel what you're feeling, go through it, and realize that when you come to a live show, people here paid for tickets to watch me talk. And I did not ask you for all that feedback that you gave me. So you interrupted, and you actually caused a disturbance for the people who paid to watch. And now you're making it about you. Think about that for a moment, Think about that for a moment, and then politely stop and let me finish.
So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.